wondering if there's a path through the night, facing the unknown, hearts entwined, seeking answers in celestial found the star sky through the vast Tibet sky. One thing together we'll navigate. Turn you over the time as the galaxies whisper their ancient notes. We'll try to cross line come on before. In this universe vast, love's our guiding light. We find courage in the dark, every star shining bright. With the stars guide us through the vast infinite sky. Together we'll navigate where eternity lies. As we float in the mystery.
Chapter 3. The Flight to Tonar. The journey through the stars felt like stepping into a surreal dream. The vastness of space stretched out endlessly beyond the ship's narrow window, glittering with nebulae and shimmering with the light of distant stars. Yet, despite the beauty, Lani couldn't shake the weight pressing on her chest. She leaned against the cool glass, her breath fogging the surface as she murmured to herself, "I thought chasing a music career meant tours and concerts, not..." She gestured vaguely at the starfield. "This." Diana, perched on a nearby crate, offered a half-hearted laugh. "Well, at least your life is exciting. I'm just tagging along, wondering if I'll ever see Earth again." Prax, standing at the helm, didn't turn, but Lani felt his gaze settle on her like a physical presence. His silence filled the space between them, heavy and electric, drawing her attention despite herself. "You have no idea what you're capable of," he said suddenly, his voice low and resonant. Lani blinked, turning to face him. "Excuse me?" Prax's golden eyes locked on hers, the intensity of his stare making her pulse quicken. "Your voice. It's not just a gift, it's a force. On Tonar, it could change everything." She frowned, shaking her head. "Look, I'm just a singer. A struggling one. At that. This whole destiny thing you keep hinting at, it's over my head." He stepped closer, his movements deliberate, almost predatory. "Tonar isn't like Earth. It's a world built on sound, where sonar waves drive its technology and even its life. The ECH system, Environmental Communication Harmonics, links the entire planet, from its weather to its ecosystems. The people of Tonar use sound to shape their world. And you." He paused, his gaze softening just slightly. "You have a voice that resonates beyond anything I've ever heard. I've seen it already." Her heart thudded in her chest as he stood close enough that she could see the faint golden flecks in his irises. She forced herself to look away, breaking the moment. "I don't even know what I'm doing here," she said, her voice quieter now. Prax tilted his head, studying her. "You're here because fate rarely asks permission." A silence settled between them, crackling with unspoken tension. Diana cleared her throat loudly, shattering the moment. "Well, that's great and all, but I think what Lani's trying to say is, maybe she needs a little less fate and a little more explanation." Prax didn't answer immediately. Instead, he stepped away, returning to the helm. "When we arrive on Tonar, you'll understand. It's not just the people who rely on sound. The entire planet breathes with it." Lani exchanged a glance with Diana, who raised a skeptical eyebrow. "I think Mr. Mysterious likes to keep his cards close to his chest," Diana muttered. Lani nodded, but her thoughts lingered on Prax. She felt a pull toward him she couldn't explain, a gravitational force that both intrigued and unsettled her. The ship jolted suddenly, lights flickering as it passed through an asteroid belt. Lani grabbed onto the wall to steady herself, her shoulder brushing against Prax. His hand shot out instinctively, gripping her arm to keep her upright. The warmth of his touch sent a shiver through her, and for a moment they were too close. Close enough for her to catch the faint scent of him, something earthy and unfamiliar. "You all right?" he asked, his voice softer now, his hand lingering just a moment longer than necessary. "Yeah," Lani managed, her voice barely above a whisper. As he let go and turned his attention back to the ship, she couldn't help but glance at him again. There was something about Prax that both drew her in and made her want to run. Tonar loomed ahead, a world she knew nothing about, full of mysteries and dangers. But somehow, the biggest question mark in her life at that moment wasn't the alien planet they were headed to. It was Prax.
Stars are shining, I'm stepping out, facing a galaxy with no doubt. Journey I know, but I won't delay. Infinite skies, I'm finding my